And it's 100% possible to reverse chronic diseases, including autoimmune diseases, heart disease, diabetes. That's all I do now, by the way, is disease reversal, and using supermarket foods.
You had the mindset. The mindset was great all the way throughout, even before, like you said, you, quote, knew that you could cure this thing, which a lot of people who know about lupus are like, you can't cure lupus. And I think that's something that you talk into a little bit more. But I want you to talk into that. Like, how can we start to approach autoimmune disease, or lupus in your case, like something that we can cure or actually impact based on what we do? And I think you talked about your diet. You changed your diet, and that immediately started changing the way this thing impacted
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah. We have so much power. And I don't usually drop the C word, the cure word, because there's some people, as soon as you say that, they shut down. There's no cure. It says there's no cure. You're full of crap. And then they're gone. Right. So I had to figure out, okay, there has to be a way to communicate with people where we don't trigger them and make them go away. So I talk about disease reversal, because you cannot argue with that. I had a disease for 12 years chronically with kidney failure and blood clots. I mean, I really had it, right? It wasn't like I had a fever for a couple months and some aches and pains and then it was gone. It was a serious chronic illness. And then within a matter of months, the symptoms and labs were reversed. And then now there's 15 years that I haven't had any symptoms or positive labs. So obviously whatever process happened, we reversed it back again, right? And it's 100% possible to reverse chronic diseases, including autoimmune diseases, heart disease, diabetes. That's all I do now, by the way, is disease reversal, and using supermarket foods. But what I do is I incorporate all of it, because here's the thing, these disease processes that we have going on, in fact, chronic disease in general, I believe chronic disease is man-made. And it's because everything that I've ever learned, I mean, I didn't even mention that before going to medical school, I spent 3 years doing genetic research. I did genetic research in brain development and lymphoma. And everything I've ever learned and experienced myself is that our cells are already programmed for cellular repair. Our bodies know how to fix themselves, actually. So there must be something that we do that gets in the way for you to get sick and stay sick, right? That'd be like if you got the flu when you were 7 and you just still had the flu today. And you're like, why did I go out with my hair wet? Like, really? 30 years of the flu? Like, why? Right? Like, where our body knows how to repair damage. So if the damage is continuing, there's something we are doing to perpetuate it. So in our modern day example, the things that we do to perpetuate our illnesses is, one, eating an inflammatory diet where we are getting inflammatory responses from our immune system, not from an infection, but instead from our meals 3 to 5 times a day. We also get it from our high stress levels. Stress will affect your cortisol levels and increase inflammation in the body. So does anxiety and depression and trauma. And then on top of that, poor sleep. So your body repairs itself while you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping, you don't get the same level of repair. So all these things we are doing are generating this chronic condition. And when we undo those things, when we repair those things, the way we eat, sleep, our stress, our moods, then it turns out the body can repair itself. And that's what I experienced very rapidly when I was in my 20s in my residency, when I was able to reverse the lupus. And it's what I've been able to experience over and over again. I mean, at this point, over the past decade, I've helped thousands of people successfully reverse lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, Sjogren's, mixed connective tissue disorder. I mean, it goes on and on and on, in addition to things like heart disease and diabetes and high cholesterol, which was considered impossible according to everything I ever was taught. But yet it's, in my practice, it's just normal. It's just normal results expected that people come in with severe diseases who within weeks to months don't have them anymore. It's an incredible thing. And now I see that that's actually the way it's supposed to be. We take care of our bodies, we get out of the way, and it turns out they can fix themselves.